Welcome to Improve English with Podcast. I'm Mia, and I'm very happy you're here with us today. Today, we're going to talk about a situation that almost everyone experiences when traveling, living abroad, or meeting friends: going to a restaurant and ordering food in English. For many English learners, restaurants can feel a little stressful, not because of the food, but because of the conversation. You might worry about understanding the server, or maybe you're not sure how to ask questions about the menu. But don't worry. Today we're going to practice simple and natural English that people use every day in restaurants. And of course, I'm here with Chad.
Hi, everyone. I'm really glad we're talking about this topic because I remember the first time I ordered food in English, it was very awkward.
What happened?
Well, the server asked me a question and I didn't understand, so I just said yes. And then suddenly I had a huge plate of spicy food.
That happens to many people. Sometimes we say yes when we don't fully understand the question.
Exactly. So I'm excited to learn the right phrases today.
Great. Let's start with the very first moment when you enter a restaurant. Usually, a host or server will greet you. They might say, "Hello, how many people?"
Oh, yes, I've heard that many times.
This question means, how many people are in your group? You can answer like this: table for one, table for two, table for three.
So if I'm alone, I say table for one.
Exactly. Or if you're with a friend, you can say, "Table for two, please."
That's simple.
Yes. Then the host might say, "Please follow me."
Meaning they will show you your table.
Correct. Now, once you sit down, the server usually comes to your table and gives you a menu. They might say, "Here are your menus," or "I'll be right back to take your order."
Take your order means they will come back to ask what you want to eat.
Exactly. Now, let's imagine a short conversation. Server: "Hello, how many people?" Customer: "Table for two, please." Server: "Right this way."
That sounds very natural.
Yes, it's a very typical restaurant interaction. Now let's talk about the menu. When you look at the menu, you may see sections like appetizers, main dishes, desserts, and drinks.
Appetizers are the small dishes before the main meal, right?
Yes, appetizers are sometimes called starters. They are small dishes people eat before the main meal.
And the main dish is the main meal.
Exactly. Now, when the server returns, they may ask, "Are you ready to order?"
Oh, yes. That question always makes me panic a little.
Many learners feel that way. But remember, you can always ask for more time. You can say, "Can I have a few more minutes?"
That's a very useful sentence.
Yes, servers understand that customers need time to choose. Now, let's imagine the next part of the conversation. Server: "Are you ready to order?" Customer: "Yes, I'd like the chicken salad." Server: "Would you like anything to drink?" Customer: "Yes, I'll have iced tea."
I'll have seems like a very common phrase.
Yes, "I'll have" is one of the most natural ways to order food. For example, "I'll have the pasta." "I'll have the grilled chicken." "I'll have a coffee."
That sounds polite and simple.
Exactly. Now let's talk about asking questions about the menu. Sometimes you don't understand a dish, or maybe you want to know the ingredients.
Yes, that happens to me often.
In that case, you can ask, "What do you recommend?"
That's a great question.
Yes, it means you are asking the server for suggestions. Servers often enjoy recommending popular dishes.
What if I want to know what's inside a dish?
You can ask, "What's in this dish?" or "What comes with it?"
What comes with it means what is included with the meal.
Exactly. For example, a dish might come with rice, vegetables, or salad.
That's very helpful.
Now let's practice another short conversation. Server: "Are you ready to order?" Customer: "Not yet. Can I ask a question?" Server: "Of course." Customer: "What do you recommend?" Server: Our grilled salmon is very popular.
I like that conversation. It feels very natural.
Yes. Now, let's talk about drinks. Servers usually ask, would you like something to drink?
And we can say, I'll have water.
Yes. Or, I'll have a soda. I'll have coffee. I'll have orange juice.
Very simple sentences.
Exactly. Now, here's another situation that happens often. You may want to change something in your order. For example, maybe you don't want onions.
Yes, that happens to me all the time.
You can say, can I have it without onions?
That's a great sentence.
Yes. Another useful phrase is, can I substitute the fries for a salad?
Substitute means replace.
Exactly. You are asking to replace one item with another.
That's very useful in restaurants.
Now, let's practice another short conversation. Server, what would you like to order? Customer, I'll have the burger. Server, would you like fries with that? Customer, yes, please.
That's a classic restaurant conversation.
It really is. And the good news is that most restaurant English is simple and predictable. Once you learn the patterns, conversations become much easier.
I already feel more confident.
That's wonderful. And we're just getting started because restaurants also have other situations. For example, asking for the bill, talking about food problems, ordering dessert, and making special requests.
Oh, yes, asking for the bill is something every traveler needs.
Exactly. And we're going to practice those conversations as well, because the more real situations you practice, the more natural your English will become.
I'm ready to continue.
Let's keep going and explore even more real restaurant conversations together.
All right, let's continue. I have to say, restaurant conversations already feel less stressful. Before, I thought I needed very advanced English.
That's a very common feeling. But the truth is, restaurant English is usually simple and predictable. Once you know a few key phrases, you can handle most situations. Now let's imagine that you've already ordered your food. After a few minutes, the server brings your dishes to the table. They might say something like, "Here you go."
Oh, yes, I hear that phrase often.
Yes, "here you go" simply means they are giving you something. It's a friendly and natural expression.
So they might say that when they bring food or drinks.
Exactly. Another thing the server might say is, "Enjoy your meal."
That's a nice phrase.
Yes, it's very common in restaurants. Now, sometimes the server comes back after a few minutes and asks, "Is everything okay?"
I've heard that question many times.
Yes, they're checking to see if you like the food or if you need anything else.
So what should we say?
If everything is good, you can simply say, "Everything is great, thank you." Or, "It's delicious."
That sounds natural.
Yes. Now let's imagine a small conversation. Server, how is everything? Customer, everything is great, thank you. Server, wonderful. Let me know if you need anything.
That's a very friendly interaction.
Yes, but sometimes things are not perfect. Maybe the food is cold, or maybe the order is wrong.
Oh no, that situation can feel uncomfortable.
Yes, many learners feel nervous about complaining, but it's okay to politely explain the problem.
So how can we do that?
You can say something like, "Excuse me, I think there's a mistake."
That sounds polite.
Yes, then you can explain the problem. For example, "I ordered chicken, but this is beef."
That's very clear.
Exactly. Another situation might be when the food is too cold. You could say, "Excuse me, this dish is a little cold."
That's polite and direct.
Yes, servers usually want to fix the problem quickly. Let's try a short role play. Server, how is your meal? Customer, excuse me, I think there's a mistake. Server, oh, what seems to be the problem? Customer, I ordered the chicken, but this is fish. Server, I'm very sorry, I'll fix that right away.
That's a good example.
Yes, and notice something important. The conversation stayed calm and polite.
That's important when discussing problems.
Exactly. Now let's talk about another common moment in restaurants, ordering more food.
Oh, yes, especially drinks.
Right. You might want another drink or maybe another dish. You can say, "Could I get another coffee?"
That sounds polite.
Yes. Another phrase is, "Could we order another dish?"
That's very useful if you're sharing food.
Exactly. Now let's practice a quick example. Customer. "Excuse me?" "Yes." "Could I get another iced tea?" "Of course."
Simple and clear.
Yes. Now let's talk about desserts. Many restaurants ask customers if they want dessert after the main meal. The server might say, "Would you like to see the dessert menu?"
That's always tempting.
Yes, it is. If you want dessert, you can say, "Yes, please." Or, "I'll have the chocolate cake."
That sounds delicious already.
Now let's practice another short conversation. Server. "Would you like dessert?" Customer. "Yes, I'll have the cheesecake." Server. "Great choice."
That feels like a very natural conversation.
Yes, restaurant English usually follows a clear pattern: greeting, ordering, checking the food, dessert, and finally, the bill.
Ah, yes, asking for the bill. That's a very important moment.
Exactly. In many restaurants, the server does not bring the bill automatically. You must ask for it.
So, what's the easiest way to ask?
You can say, "Could we have the bill, please?"
That's very polite.
Yes. Another common phrase is, "Can I get the check?"
Check and bill mean the same thing?
Yes. In American English, people often say check. In British English, people often say bill.
That's interesting.
Now let's imagine the final part of the meal. Server. "Did you enjoy your meal?" Customer. "Yes, it was great." Server. "Wonderful. Would you like dessert?" Customer. "No, thank you. Could we have the bill, please?" Server. "Of course. I'll bring it right away."
That's a complete restaurant experience.
Yes, but before we finish, we're going to practice one more longer role play, a full restaurant visit from beginning to end. This will help listeners imagine the entire conversation, because when you can imagine the situation clearly, speaking becomes much easier.
I'm ready. Let's try it.
Great. Let's continue the conversation and bring everything together naturally.
All right, let's try the full restaurant conversation. I think this will really help listeners imagine the entire experience.
Exactly. When you hear the whole situation from beginning to end, your brain starts to recognize the natural flow of the conversation. Let's begin.
Hello, how many people? Table for two, please. Right this way. Thank you.
That's the first step when entering a restaurant. Now the server comes to the table.
Hello, here are your menus. Thank you. Would you like something to drink? Yes, I'll have iced tea.
Great. Now the server leaves for a moment so you can look at the menu. After a few minutes, the server returns.
Are you ready to order? Yes, I'll have the grilled chicken. Great choice. Would you like fries or a salad with that? I'll have the salad, please. Perfect.
That's a very natural ordering conversation.
Yes, and the sentences are simple.
Exactly. Now the food arrives.
Here you go. Enjoy your meal. Thank you.
A few minutes later, the server comes back to check the table.
How is everything? Everything is great, thank you. Wonderful. That part always feels friendly.
Yes, it's a normal part of service situations. Now, let's imagine you finished your meal. The server returns again.
Did you enjoy your meal? Yes, it was delicious. Would you like dessert? Yes, I'll have the chocolate cake. Excellent choice.
Dessert conversations are usually very short.
Probably because people are already full.
That's true. Now the final step of the restaurant visit, asking for the bill.
Can I get you anything else? No, thank you. Could we have the bill, please? Of course. I'll bring it right away. Thank you.
That completes a full restaurant conversation, from entering the restaurant to ordering to paying the bill.
And something interesting happened again. During the role play, I didn't feel nervous.
That's because the situation now feels familiar. Your brain has already practiced the conversation.
I think that's the biggest lesson from today's episode. Practice removes fear.
Exactly. Language learning becomes easier when you connect English to real-life situations. When you practice realistic conversations, your confidence grows naturally.
I also noticed that restaurant English is very polite.
Yes, politeness is important in service situations. Simple words like please, thank you, excuse me make the conversation smooth and friendly.
And they make you sound more natural, too.
Exactly. Now, before we finish today's episode, let's review a few key phrases. You can say, table for two, please. I'll have the pasta. Could I get another drink? Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. Could we have the bill, please?
Those phrases alone could help someone order food confidently.
Yes, they really could. And remember, the best way to learn these sentences is to say them out loud.
Even if you're practicing alone at home.
Yes, even at home. Speaking out loud trains your brain and your mouth to work together.
And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Exactly. Confidence grows step by step, conversation by conversation.
Well, today's episode definitely made restaurant English feel much easier.
I'm very happy to hear that. And to everyone listening, thank you for spending this time with us. We hope today's conversation helps you feel more confident when speaking English in restaurants.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep building your confidence.
Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode of Improve English with Podcast.